Shemai GTA chums, this is a video about off-road vehicles, the best off-road vehicles, the top 5 off-road vehicles. And by off-road vehicles I mean vehicles that can ford rivers and go up Mount Chiliad in the best time. So, wow, actually that almost worked. So the Comet Safari does not count because it cannot go across a river. At number 5 we have a very capable off-roader, the Sand King long wheelbase, and you can get this for free if you hang around at sandy shores, but it's just a brilliant entry-level off-roader, and all you need to do is just steal it off somebody and put it in your garage. What a machine, what a beast. It's got great ground clearance, very capable, and it'll do Mount Chiliad challenge, that is the base of Chiliad to the top, in 1 minute and 48, so for that reason it's at number 5. In at number 4 you have the monstrosity, and this is probably the best Imani-tech off-roader in the game, with HSW of course. Now bear in mind the Terminus is actually faster up Mount Chiliad, which is also a HSW version. But I prefer this one because it's short wheelbase and you can shoot out of the back and not get shot and use it for setup missions. But timing wise on the Mount Chiliad challenge, this is 1 minute and 30 seconds, so pretty damn quick anyway. Bear in mind the Terminus is 1 minute and 24. So this is a very good car and one to consider for your off-roading collection. Smash it out. And we're up to number 3, and we're getting some rapid vehicles off-road now. We've got the Camacho. This is another long wheelbase car, but it's got great customization. It's basically a cheap, great value car, and if you're going to have the most entry-level payable car, this is the one to go for. It's only about 340 grand, even cheaper if it's on discount at the time, and it goes up Mount Chiliad in about 1 minute and 25 seconds. So it's a bit slower than the Terminus, but the Terminus is millions of dollars rather than this 340 grand. And the look of it is also excellent as well. It's a classic, it's been in the game for a long time, people know it as being an excellent off-roader. So that is your number 3. In at number 2 we have my personal favourite, the Desert Raid. The only reason I didn't put it number 1 is debatable. It's basically slower in a straight line on the flat, but off-road it's as good as number 1 with a time up Mount Chiliad of 1 minute and 23 seconds, so it climbs like nobody's business and it's got great grip. The only, I suppose, difference with number 1 and number 2 is that it's slightly more unstable. It's not quite as solid on the upslopes, but it certainly is as capable, and it's just a matter of whoever's in the driving seat is going to be the better champion at off-roading between this and the number 1 place. It only costs 695 grand, which makes it probably the best value off-roader in this entire series, so I recommend it. You need to buy this because it's very much, these days at least, underrated. So that is number 2. In at number 1 is, of course, predictably, the Drauga. Now this one costs 1.8 million, so it's a lot more expensive than the Desert Raid, but what you get for that money is a lot more customization and a little bit more stability. But on the easy route of Mount Chiliad it does the same time of 1 minute and 23 seconds as the Desert Raid. Therefore you could save yourself some money and just buy the Desert Raid. But this is the best. I mean, this video is all about the best, and therefore this has to be number 1. I was going to put them the Desert Raid as number 1 just placed on value, but this is slightly faster even though it's struggling in the wet right now on this loose rock. But we're going to get to the top on this very hard route up Mount Chiliad, and we're going to prove that it's excellent. So looking at the times then, let's look at the let's finish the video off by showing you the Chiliad challenge times. This is all the vehicles that I've done pretty much getting up Mount Chiliad, the best of the best. There they all are. So any of these that make it into the above 1 minute and 40 times kind of period, as long as they're not the Comet Safari, which doesn't ford water, ford rivers, then they're excellent off-roaders. And would you believe that? I got stuck before even getting to the top. There we go. So I hope you found this video useful. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, drop a like. Got any questions, then drop them down below. Or any disagreements, if you think you have a better off-roader than or if you disagree with the order of play here, then do drop your comments below. But thank you very much for watching and have a most excellent day if you're playing -GTA.